goodness, that was annoying. Finally, though. Oh my goodness. Finally, though. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're just gonna turn this down just a little bit. Or fuck it, turn everything up. I think turning everything up is a better idea. Maybe about that. Or probably less. You know. Things like that. I think that would be better. Wow, that's annoying. That was really, really, really annoying. Fuck it. We'll just go full blast. And just have desktop backgrounds. Oh. Wow. Well, that was fun. Ay, 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 ay. Alright. Can I... Oh, no. Oh, what's happening? What is happening? Okay. I think I'm gonna have to directly link the video. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's what you love to see. So, everything seems to be working. Fingers crossed? Fingers crossed, is everything working? Oh, was that annoying. That was a pain to get through. Alright. Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? At any rate, I'm glad that we managed to finish all of that. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Oh dear. Sod it. It's a lesson for next time, I suppose. Alright. Last places. We got that. And then we got that. Oh boy. That was so unfun. The amount of unfunniness that happened there was palpable. Ugh. Ugh. Not a fan. Not a fan. We're just gonna make sure that everything's in order. It is. That's good to know. Oh dear. We're all done. We're all done. Okay, well. May as well get into it. Got a full page to work on from start to finish. Yay! Alright. Skip the bus, skip the bee, scoop the boo, scoop the boo, ba ba ba. Oh dear. Goodness gracious, pardon me. Alright. Enough screwing around. Let's actually get into it. Let's get into the business. I don't even know if people can see this, is the scary part. We'll go for like a couple of minutes, see if anyone actually turns up. If they don't, then oh well. But yeah, no, not a big fan of Streamlabs OBS. Fucking me over. Not a big fan at all. Ay. Talk about frustrating. The good thing is, though, all of these sketches are basically, what's his face? They're basically close-up shots. Save all for this one down here, which I do have to get rid of these. Oh, wait. Oh, thank goodness I caught myself. Oh. Oh, that's so simple. Alright. Easy. Yeah, so long. That's so simple. I think I'm gonna do all my roughs on a single layer, but in the instance that I do get a little bit funky with it, let's just put it in a folder, because folders are just easier. Okay, so Taiko and Andra Animation 2, both of you are here. I just can't see you on my stream analytics. Thanks, YouTube. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. We love to see YouTube. Okay, now it's updated. Okay, good to know. Hi, thank you very much. We've only just started, thank goodness. Right now, kind of just doing some mock-up roughs. Because I forgot to do that last night. Forgot to do that. Very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. But we get through it. We get through it. I wonder. I wonder indeed. I wonder, I wonder. No, we're just chilling. We're just chilling. But yeah, reason why we got off to a rocky start, because I was actually ready for 8 o'clock, whether you choose to believe me or not. We were actually ready. The only issue, however, what is furry art? Oh, it's just cartoon cat people. Well, like cartoon animal people, that's like the main thing. But yeah, it's just stuff like, oh, come on. Come on, honey. Come on, take your time. But yeah, no, it's just like anthropomorphic cartoon characters. This is my comic, it's called Felis. I work on it in my spare time. Links in the description. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. But yeah, this is just something I work on in my spare time. So thanks for stopping by, checking it out. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah. Things are usually very chill here, unless you tuned in yesterday, in which they were not. Oh goodness gracious, they were not. So, okay, do we... Actually, I think it is a good idea to have him look down this direction. I think that's what we want to see. We'll just be... I wouldn't say liberal with his eyes. I'd more so say, like, very constrained with his eyes. Oh, thank you so much. I do try my best. Yeah. Spent like a couple of years on this. On Felis. But with the only linchpin being that I can't work on it 24/7. Because obviously I am a college student, so every now and again I basically have to drop the ball when it comes to working on this. Which, you do what you do, I suppose. But yeah, right now we're just doing some very basic preliminary sketch work. So when we actually go to do the sketch, we'll have a base to work off of. Plus, I'm like pretty meh with these expressions. It's probably gonna be more so like this. That makes far more sense. Not like that, but yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, thank you so much for subscribing. Taekwo! Language. I don't know. It depends, like with any internet fandom, you're gonna have your, also, thank you for subscribing, Andra. You're gonna have your fair share of safe for work stuff, your fair share of not safe for work stuff. But overall, I've met some pretty lovely people in this community. Just like our boy Taekwo here. Very cute. Thank you very much, Taekwo. Yeah. Yeah, it's just chill. It's just chill. Oh yeah, 30 subs. That's so cool. That's so cool that 30 people are like, oh, this guy. What a legend. Alright. Looking down to his left, easy peasy. Looking to his side with an accommodating expression. Oh goodness gracious, how am I going to convey that as an emotion? Definitely want a duality in like the way that we sketch our people here though. That's probably more akin to what I've got in mind. So looking down to the left, down to his right, our left. Looking to our left, his right. Okay. But yeah. Even if you just decided to drop by, or if you want to stick around, Andra, I would recommend checking out, what's his face? Some of the speed paints I did. especially with the with the title page of Chapter 2. I don't know. If you're interested with that stuff. Depends. Hey, Blue's here. Alright. Frankly, lads, I don't think my heart can take, what we were doing the other day. I don't think it can take that nonsense again. Plus, I do feel like I've got a stomach bug. Not fun. Not fun at all. Oh, that's got a bit of a jawline right there. This stream is amazing. Oh, thank you. Oh, Taiko, aren't you just adorable? Alright, so, how are we gonna do this? Oh, goodness gracious, that's wrong. There we go. I'm not, no, you, nah, nuh-uh. You're not gonna wriggle out of this one, you see. You see, there is only one universal truth in this world, and that is you are heckin' adorable. That's the one universal truth. You're not gonna get away out of this one. Not even close. Not even close. No, he's gonna be looking out the very side of his eyes. Oh goodness, he's got Clive forehead proportions. Nah, but bye-bye, cease. Cease, we can't have that. There we go, that's much better. Still not great, but much better compared to what we had before. Skronk. Move it in a little bit, make it more cherubic. Skronk, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Again, thankfully these are just roughs, so I can kind of just go at my own pace. Until we have to do the big boy stuff. Because we will have to do the big boy stuff eventually. Where's Kabir? Kabir can be down here. Elevated, depressed. That's roughly symmetrical. We can work with that. Oh, just you wait. In the past, I've been able to get out, like, 1 page a day. So, for example, looking at page 10, I'm not going to bring it up in the application. But this was done in a day. So, provided we're clever enough, we should be able to do the next image in a day as well. And that day being today. Which is definitely doable. I think the last page took about, I'd say, 6 hours or 7 hours cumulative. So hopefully, provided everything goes to plan, we should be able to get this done. Oh goodness. Oh boy. Oh, what fairy picture is my favorite? I don't know. I don't really have a favorite. That's kind of the sort of meh thing about the fandom itself. Although, instead of showing you a furry picture that I like, I can show you a furry artist that I like. That I am a huge fan of. Oh, it's WoofXE, isn't it? Woof.exe. There you are, Angie Wolf Artist. Like, they've generally got really high quality stuff. And I'm a huge fan of just how they draw things. Big pog. Very, very big pog. I think just in general, everything that they put out is solid and of quality, and I really like how they use line thickness to emphasize more regions in their lineup. Really cool. I really like Angie Wolf. Compared to, like, the very basic fairy design, which unfortunately I feel dominates a lot of the artwork in the fandom. But yeah. Yeah, Angie Wolf. Very, very cool. Very, very cool indeed. Big fan. Big, big fan. See, Taiko, I can't trust you to say random phrases and not make a D's nuts joke. I can't trust you not to make a D's nuts joke. I mean, I swear. You're rather immature when it comes to that. Okay, what do we need? So, looking to his side, accommodating expression, not interrogating, blah blah blah. Oh, that could look interesting if he's looking back neutrally. Then again, we could be a little bit saucy. Should we be a little bit saucy? We could be a little bit saucy. I don't know. I think that'll be an idea to keep in the back of my mind. Oh, Taiko. Is when my grave will have a 5G. Could you imagine having your gravestone hooked up to an internet connection at all times, just for a sheer stream of input of quality meme posts coming out from your rotting corpse? Could you imagine? Because, like, you can digitally, you can produce a digital facsimile of people nowadays. Like, did you see what Kanye did for his wife? Her wife. Goodness. Like, he just casually brought back a digital image of himself. Or, sorry, of her father who had passed. For a birthday present. Which was which was freaky as hell. Ethernet connection. It's like those, there was an old myth that whenever they were burying people, you know, back way when, like, we're talking 19th century, they would bury people, with a string connected to a bell. Because, you know, it was difficult to pronounce someone as dead, and they had several cases of people who had been buried alive, or so the myth went. And so they'd attach a string to a bell, and they'd tie it. They'd put it, they just, like, bury it in the ground with the coffin, so someone could ring the bell for notifications and knowing when I'm live next. But they could ring the bell to let people know if they would actually be buried alive. Which is very, very morbid, but very fascinating at the same time. How do we do the shape of the head again? We kind of just do it like this, don't we? There we go. Alright. Schwit, Schwit, oh, we love that. Schwit. Sorry, Taekwo. This is the boy who cried wolf at this point. Whenever you say anything that remotely sounds like a setup, I'm always gonna think it's a D's nuts joke. Because you know what? It probably is. It probably is, and I have no shame in feeling the way that I do. Absolutely none. You hear me? Absolutely none. Necks are hard, but I'm fairly sure that's how that one works out. I think we get a little bit funky with it, actually. Because I've had a running motif where I never introduce Eve, like, in a visual sense. I never introduce, like, how she looks. Maybe I continue that in this chapter, too. I think we can get a little bit saucy with that. Let's have a look. So dialogue-wise, looks neutrally... Okay, I think that'll work. So... Alright, okay, I think I know what we're gonna do. And I do have a preliminary design for Eve, which I think will be applicable in the future. It's just hard to say whether or not I'll actually include details pertinent to her looks at this stage of the chapter. Nah, mate, listen, Lamau. Is it... Hold on. I'm just gonna mute this real quick. Nah, mate, listen, Lamau. Is it... Hold on. So it wasn't stream audio, what are you saying? You hear something, might be Grave 16, nah bro, it's 24 again. They're having a beef with Grave A's. I have notifications on for both of them. I swear, if this is what your game is, I'm gonna be furious. You hear me? Do you hear something? Might be Grave 16. Nah bro, it's 24 again. They're having a beef with Grave A's. Oh, fuck, I'm so slow. Oh, I'm such a moron. Grave 16, Grave 24, Grave A's. That's psychopathic if you refer to people's final burial grounds as Grave 8 or Grave 16. Goodness gracious, it's not a mausoleum, you know. It's not a what am I thinking? It's not a morgue. People aren't just shoved into containers and given a number. I don't know if I'm liking the shape of that head. It'll do, I suppose. Don't forget to hit that bell. You're right. Alright. How far are we in? We're 30 minutes in and we still haven't done the rough work. I have an idea. Image, we mirror layer. I think we'd have to move both of them. So let's try that. Yeah, let's try that. Ay. Alright. Oh, we got some saucy dialogue to look forward to. And yes, I know I'm using the word incorrectly, and no, I do not care. I do not care, you see. You see, I do not care. Oh goodness. Ugh. Was it because you made that grim joke? The curse is upon you now. Uh-oh. Anyway. I'm just gonna... I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm not feeling well. Yeah. Yikes. I'll be right back. Don't worry. I'll be right back. It's all good. See you. stomach pain is the strangest thing on the planet, right? I don't know what it is, and I'm fairly sure it's not an experience pertaining to me. But... oh, goodness gracious. But, here's the thing, right? Sometimes, I'll just feel stomach pain whenever my back muscles are sore. Like, for example, I was like doing some garden work the other day, right? I was riding the ride-on lawnmower, going around our garden, just cutting the grass. The lawnmower gives out on me, so I have to haul it from the bottom of our garden, to the very top of our house, which is about an elevation of, I'd say, 15 meters or so, so about, I don't know, 30 or so feet. 30, 40, something like that. So I haul it from the back of the garden, and obviously my back muscles are rather sore. So right now, I don't know if my stomach pain is coming from indigestion, in which case I've taken an antacid, or if it's back pain, in which case I've used a rub-on cream. So, who knows? Who knows? The human body is a weird and wonderful thing. When it works properly, and when it doesn't, you know, it produces silly stuff like this. So hopefully my discomfort goes away soon. Otherwise I might have to end stream prematurely and figure out what on earth is going on with me. But I don't think it'll come to that. Hopefully not. Hopefully it won't come to that. So anyway. Right, back to this. Alrighty. Oh, that's much better. Oh, yeah, boy. Oh, my stomach still feels awful, but oh, yeah. No, that's better. It is currently the middle of winter, and I am shirtless. What a wonderful way to spend my morning. We're just gonna rotate this slightly. And to use for reference, we'll just do this. Very good. Now Pete has a bit of like a bit of a chunky face, so I think we'll just do this. Yeah, okay. And then all of this. Got his hat. Provided I can draw hats correctly. Very nice. Now to focus on Eve, which would be in the background. I don't know if I'm going to rotate her head, but we'll see. Alright, time to build an animal face from the ground up. But thankfully, we're only focusing on the smile. Looks a little bit too canid for me. Oh well. I wonder. Let's see, graduation hat, very nice. I don't technically know what they're called, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Never has, never will. Let's make a face. Okay, so several things, right? Smaller muzzle, for one. That's the big one. Number two. This is always the tricky part when drawing felines, unfortunately. Always the tricky part. Oh, whoops. Oopsie doopsies. But, you know, we'll get there in the end. We'll get there in the end. Maybe if we reduce the size of the muzzle, that might help. Reduce the size of the muzzle, make the nose a little bit smaller. There we go. Move the smile up. And then... Nah, it's fine, don't worry. It's all good. Don't worry about it, it's all fine. It's all good, it's all good. Nothing wrong. We're just deconstructing Eve right now. And by deconstructing, I mean remembering from the very early test sketches that I did of her. So, yep. Make her eyes not too round, but round enough. So she doesn't look like an alien. Not too dead looking. We're slowly getting there. I think everything else just comes into the craziness. Also, hey. Oh, don't be worried about me. No, it's just like silly stuff. You know. Yeah, no, it's just like indigestion and all of that. So don't worry about me, it's fine. It's all good. It's all good, don't worry. Everything is fine. Everything is just fine. Yeah. Besides, it's not that type of sickness, so you have nothing to fear. Let's see. I think that's a pretty good base for Eve. We will basically build up on that. And hell, that's a good enough sketch, even on its own. We'll just do a couple of basic things. But yeah, Taekwo. It's alright. Just the way that my back muscles feel sore. It's just confusing because it feels like stomach pain. Yeah, human body is weird. Human body is very, very weird. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. Alright, shirt's going back on. Crazy. Crazy to hear, but that's what's happening. This has been a bit of a rocky start to the stream, but we're rolling. We're rolling with it. That's what matters. Okay, that's better. That's much better. Aww. Thank you so much, Typlo. But yeah, I'm 100% fine. Sheesh. What am I doing? That is a very good question, me. Ay, ay, ay. That's weird. Maybe it's just waiting to update the view count. Yeah, oh well. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get back to what we were doing before. But yeah. We have just one more bit of rough work to do. Thankfully my sketches, or at least like my rough sketches are good enough that I can basically build off of them to create something cool. Oh, and I definitely have to like do some facial stuff with her. But we'll get there. We'll get there. So big thing that I need to do. Big thing that I need to do. Is 6 sets of figures, or like 6 figures in total. And I need to be quick about it too. Alright. Oh, you know what I should do? Okay. Here's what I should do. I should do each of my sets of figures, like, in each of these. But then take away this once I'm done. Okay. That's a good plan. That's a good plan. And to do so, we shall color this red. Just so I know where things are. Sweet. Very clever idea. Very, very clever idea. Alright. Yo, Andre, welcome back. We're about to finish off the very last of the rough sketches. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, so we've done this. Most of this will be changed, however, but once we come down to here, that's when, you know, most of our changes will be finished and finalized. Yep. I do, okay, I should do more like that. Oh, Essay, how are you doing? There we go. So... we'll do that, shall we? I think we shall. Yeah, I'm doing well, thanks. I'm just glad that the semester's over so I can work pretty much unchallenged on this. And we'll move that down, because, you know, he isn't Tom Clive. He doesn't have the Mega Mind syndrome. But we don't want his head to collapse, is the thing. We don't want him to have microencephalopathy. That would not be nice. Also, I'm fairly sure I botched the pronunciation of that. Oh well. Microcephaly is the condition, I believe. Oh well. Oh well, we're good. Yes, we're good. Now to figure out how bodies work, goodness. Oh dear. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit rough. But hopefully we'll get through it. So shoulders go a little bit, lower than that. This also brings up one of my many weaknesses when it comes to drawing, is that I'm very bad at varying the angles that I use. But hopefully we can get through that just fine. So muscle there, Zupidaboo, Jupadaba, Scabadabi, Zupidaboo, and also I've noticed this in my drawing, all of my sort of skinny characters have femboy posture, so I do apologize for that. But yeah. Yeah, see, here's the thing, right? This body, right? It's drawn in a way where the camera would be around here. That is a poor drawing. Poor form on me. Poor form. So it's kind of looking down. And that's not good. That's not good at all. What we want is for it to be side on. Yeah, human body is weird. Perspective drawings of the human body is very, very weird. Let's see. I'm happy with the head tilt. Very happy with the head tilt, just not happy with the way that the body is portrayed. I think we can fix that up by just... yeah. And then yeah. And then yeah. Right. How much of this? Oh. Oh, yep, no. It was definitely... ugh. It was definitely something to do with an antacid. Okay, that was definite stomach pain. That wasn't just back pain. That was stomach pain. Oh, thank goodness I took those antacids tablets while I had them. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know if his whole body should... okay, so usually, unless you actively control against it, the whole body sways on its... I believe it's ventral axis. Like, his head is tilted towards this way, so his collarbone, or like his collar, should also tilt to accommodate that movement. Unless the body is actively moving against it, in which, like, this motion, or like this position of body is also valid. So I don't know. It entirely depends on, like, how he's walking. If he's extending this leg first, like this foremost leg, compared to this backmost compared to this foremost. Anatomy is funky. Anatomy is funky. That's what you have to learn about the human body. Very funky and very, what's his face? Very free-flowing. Also, like, it can be incredibly stiff if you're just bad. Which I do have my moments of being bad. We're gonna have to fix the proportions up later, but for now... okay, where are the buttocks? Foremost leg is what we agreed on, I think. So if it's the foremost leg, then that's generally how his body is going to follow that. Oh, whoops. We'll just merge them together for now, realizing that we will have to change it later. we're definitely gonna have to, like, change this slightly. Oh, what have I done? There we go. And then... there we go. And then... there we go. And then... there we go. I think that's a better head shape for Prefect, but I'm still not awfully happy about it. We'll just have to workshop it a lot before we produce something that I'm happy with. So, what do we need to accomplish our tasks? What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? Good question, me. Do I have a response? Maybe not. Maybe so, but we'll see. We shall see. So, let's see. Leg here, other leg here, other leg here. Yep. Yep. That is not how humans move. What have I done? Oh, that's not how humans move. Oh, what am I doing? I'm gonna get rid of all this leg down here. If we move this arm a little bit backwards, move this arm forwards. So this is out of frame. We changed this up, so it is going like this, and this. We change his legs very slightly, so they look like this. Very, very scuffed, mind you, but these are the very initial steps that you have to keep in mind before. Yeah, okay, so that's a mid-motion movement. That's not a full extension of either leg. But we just have to draw it right, is the problem. And his arm is gesticulating out in this direction. So to recap, that's an arm. That's another part of his arm. That's the final part of his arm. This is a very messy figure, but we're gonna have to deal with that. That's his neck. That's also his neck. This is his head, which is going to be decreased in size just a little bit. Actually, no, the original size was fine. I'll just have to change the way that it's tilted. I think more so to that. Okay. So all of that messy effort to draw one person. Art is incredible. Art is incredible. But anyway. Oh. Oh, go off. Alright, goodbye. Oh, I'm being so very, what's its face? I'm being very procrastinating. Das ist nicht gut. Das ist nicht gut. Nicht gut indeed. Oh. have to get them out. Alrighty. Kelsey. How are you doing, Kelsey? We are losing our minds. Go to bed, because you know time zones. Aw, it's okay, Taekwo. Take good care. Big love from me and hope I'll tune in. Aw, see you then, Taekwo. Let's just imagine Kelsey as a furry for a second. Okay, I don't know if you have Twitter. Actually, it's YouTube, so they've probably removed it. Do you have anywhere that you post your art, Kelsey? I am genuinely curious. Or better yet, Brain Blast right here. If we go into your About section, Ibis Paint, Instagram. I have no clue where to find you, Kelsey. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Do you have a ref sheet for your OC? I'm very curious. Very curious. Very curious. So yeah, anyway, back to the roughs. What we were doing was this nonsense. Do I cannibalize him? I think I could cannibalize him. Maybe. I only really post art on YouTube. That's fine. You could always link one of your YouTube videos that you have of your character. Maybe. But yeah. I'm curious to see what your character actually is, if they're just a human or if they're... No. Is there anything else? Anyway, I'm gonna keep Blaze's video in the background. I'm gonna mute that. There you go. Like this. There you go. We'll keep that playing. For his sake, I could probably make a ref sheet soon. Oh, believe me, same here. The very closest I have to a ref sheet. Oh, hey, thank you so much. Yeah, crazy how it happened. It just, like, one of my friends just bullied a bunch of his friends into subscribing to my channel, and it worked out. Crazy, right? But yeah, no, this is the very closest thing I have to a ref sheet, which is unfortunate, because this is pretty much out of date, and a bunch of this anatomy is, like, very... it is very disgusting, as they say. Very gross, very yucky. Very yucky. And what's worst, right? Do you know what's the worst part of it all? Well, actually, it looks kind of cool. You want to know what the worst part of it all is? I don't actually have ref sheets for my comic book characters. Yeah, so basically, all of my characters I pretty much draw from memory, which is fine. No it isn't. You really need ref sheets to be able to get, proper details right about your characters. Like, very necessary tools ref sheets are. And I just don't have them. Mostly, and it's a pretty bad habit of mine, but whenever I finish a project, I immediately get to work on the next. Provided I've done enough research on what I want to actually write about. Because I imagine, once I finish off Chapter 3, because this is the very last chapter that's being set in Egypt, I'm gonna have to do a bunch of research for the next locale that I set Felis in. We're just gonna give him a bit more of a chonky muzzle. Hello, Name. How are you doing, Name? How are you doing, Name? Are you going to contribute to the meme? Are you going to contribute to the meme name and just subscribe for no reason? Maybe, who knows? You might be the one to push us over. Also, I don't know, is having a sub goal that's practically double of what I have originally too greedy? I don't know. I don't know, but we're working on it. We're working on it. Once we get up to 50 subs, maybe 40, something like that. No! Did it just... Oh, the nerve of YouTube. It automatically changed my category to entertainment. Ah, sod it. Maybe I might just keep it on entertainment forever, because I haven't been getting people doing, what's his face? The old category that I was using, which was just gaming. It was just gaming. So who knows? Who knows indeed. Okay. Eyes. How do they work? How do they work? Not very well. Not very well as they seem. Not very well. That's just a face of who? A face of one of my characters. You see, it is a face. Head tilted down. Head a little bit larger because he is bigger. That's the crazy thing, right? Heads increase in size with directly proportional to your body. It's so crazy. You can't share the links of videos on my stream. Okay. Okay. Brain blast moment. Brain blast moment. You could tell me the link of your video, or you could just comment it on one of my other videos. Thank you so much, Name, for just subscribing. It's so cool of you. So cool of you. But yeah. See if you can do that. Very nice. We love to see that. We'll go to my videos, because convolution is the name of the game. 5 viewers, comments, 0, 3 likes. 3 likes on a video? That's... Ooh, that's nutty, brother. That is very nutty. What do we got? I think I'm just gonna have to refresh over and over. I'll probably get an email notification about it, actually. That's the smart way to do things. Which is crazy for me to do a smart thing. Because only dumb boys exist on the Ladania Mewzer channel. Only dumb boys. No smarty pants allow. Okay, so that's a shoulder. There you go, just commented it. Alright, let's see if we can do a cheeky bit of a scavenger hunt. Ladania crack, come on. Name is just subscribed, I know. YouTube. Come on. Come on, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. You know it's not that hard. YouTube, you know it's not that hard. Come on. Give me the notification that someone has commented on my channel. Come on. It's not that hard. Surely it's not that hard. Surely. Ooh, surely it's not that hard. Surely. I'm gonna assume that this is the comment. We'll go here. It's not the comment. I am sad. I am very, very sad. Very, very, very sad. It is a sad day on the Ladania Mewzer channel. Maybe it's on uploads. No, it's not on uploads. Alright, so YouTube just hates me. That's cool. That's cool, I guess. That's cool. Alright, well that's really cool. That's what you love to see. I'll assume it's this one. Come on. Ugh. I'm so... Thank you! About damn time. Goodness gracious, YouTube. It took a while, but you finally got there. You finally got there. Well, dope. Sick OC. We love to see that. We love to see the large, flowing blonde locks of hair. We love to see that. Very cool. Very, very cool. YT hates everyone. Yeah, YT does hate everyone. TBH. TBH, YT just doesn't like people. Have you ever felt that you're not loved? Well, YouTube is here to substitute that feeling with the same appreciation of not being loved. That's not how muscles work. Oh no, oh no. That's not how muscles work either. Uh-oh, uh-oh. It is how fat works though. Because when you become a little bit chubby, all that happens, you just turn into a big water. You just turn into a big bag of water. It can turn into a dragon. Also, the blue meme is 2 years older than that part I made. Cool! Can turn into a dragon. Well, there's a couple of dragon furries. Dragons technically count as furries, which is crazy. Very, very crazy. Even ferals, too. Yonk. Yonk. Yonk, yonk, yonk. Oh, that's not how arms work. Oh, that's not how arms work. Shoulder. 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 Chesticles. Big chesty chesties. Alright. I think he's still pretty much, skronk. I think he's still pretty much, the term furries, doubled over, bent over. We're just gonna, pro tip, when you don't know how to use, when you don't know what to do with an arm, just like chuck it back there. No one's gonna care. No one's gonna care. People who are good at art are gonna care. Especially if you do it with stupid things like hands and feet. If you do it with hands and feet, which I've done in the past, well, bit of a bad habit, but, you know, it happens. It happens. We're all busy, man. It's all good. We all got things to do. So yeah, that should roughly... Should I make them walk in sync? Nah, that would be a little bit silly. But then again... there we go. Just looking back to my older content and comparing it to my newer stuff. Oh, believe me. Oh, believe me. There's a bit of source that I can show you from my old stuff. Hold on. Let's grab some of my old stuff. Where are we? Where are we? We're looking towards... gift art? Case... No. JavaScript, no. Casually doxing my friends, because that's just what I do. Comms art. It's the best. Oh, we can check out Dope. When was this from? Oh, it looks the way I did lines back then. Not a fan. When was this from? This was from 2019, so 2 years ago. 2 years ago. That's how old that is. I added so much unnecessary detail. Like, look at the amount of detail just in the hair. Like, there's several gradients of just shading that I'm just not about. Plus, like, the way that I shaded was very, very scuffed. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Kelsey. But look. This took about a week. If I redrew this, how long could I take? Oh yeah, plus hands still wasn't good at them back then. Still aren't good at them now. Oh man. But yeah, no. We need to go back even further because I've been drawing for about 6 or maybe 7 years. And I'm only just starting to get kind of good. What if we go into warm-ups? We'll go into finished, and... what if we go from date modified? To the very bottom, shall we say. Oh, that's not bad. I don't know, I don't have any of my old Photoshop stuff from when I was in my, my junior year of high school. I don't have any of that, which is unfortunate, because a lot of that, ooh, there was some sauce there. There was some sauce there. Like, some doo-doo stuff. Still very endearing stuff, but still doo-doo stuff. Not a fan. But yeah, that just comes with it. That just comes with practice, and it's not necessarily practice, it's more so targeted practice. Like, for example, if you just can't draw hands, then by all means go and do like a half-hour warm-up each day, just drawing hands. There's a good website called Line of Action that I used all the time, and I still use, like, from time to time, whenever there's a big project that I have to get ready for. The Line of Action. There you are. Yeah, really, really good resource to just get better at anatomy. And even if you have a more cartoony style, it helps because you can get an idea of what anatomy looks like before you can scale everything back and just keep the necessary details. It's pretty good. Been drawing for 5-ish years, but most of it is on paper. Yeah. Do you use your finger? I'm just curious, do you use your finger to draw on your mobile device? Just curious, because like I've heard that tablets are really annoying to use with anything mobile. I assume you stream from a mobile phone, although you could be streaming from an iPad. Anyway, back to this. So, do I make them smaller or bigger? I might make them a tad smaller, who knows? Then again, they could just be walking off screen. That could look kind of cool. Yeah, let's start to paradoxically cache. Let's stop to paradoxically cache. Should have talked her out of it. That starts a new sentence. Yes, yes, and then yes, that's at the very bottom. And curiously enough, there should be a gradient of text. So we'll think of that. We'll think of that when we get to that. You have an Apple Pencil, but sometimes I use my finger before, because I forgot to get to, I have my pencil, lol. Okay. Now draw, shut up, Ryan. Shut your face. Goodness. Goodness. These aren't my gay characters, you know. These two aren't. Goodness gracious, Ryan. Ay. You think you know a guy until he starts shipping your characters. For no good reason. What do you mean, yet? Nah. I'm a man of plans. I'm a man of plans. That is what I do. That is what I do. That is my thing. I am a man of plans, and you know it. Haha, you know it. You know it, and you do. You do actually know it. You know it. Nah. Nah, I have plans for what I'm gonna do. I think I've planned out most of my characters' story arcs by now. There's like a couple that I don't know exactly what to do with yet, but we'll get around to it. We shall get around to it, as they say in the business. Also, these are rough sketches. Why am I spending so much time on them? Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. But yeah, Kelsey. I would highly recommend just starting up a piece of basic sketching software or basic art software on my channel. Is simping for one of my characters. I don't know what to do. Very good question. I don't know. One of my friends simps for Prefect. What's his face? Let's get a good look at him. Yeah, they simp for this one over here. Which I never understood, but hey. I don't know. People can simp for characters, which is fine. I feel like once they leave your mind and are put onto paper and pencil, your freedom over what happens to them, sadly, is nullified. But, I think that's something you just, Procreate. I'm fairly sure Procreate has sketching software. Procreate. Oh, easy peasy. Yeah, absolutely just start up Procreate and spend an afternoon just drawing figure. And if you ever need to, so line of action. I wonder if I can post links in my own chat. I should be able to, but who knows. Who knows? YouTube is a funny beast. There you go. Oh, come on, YouTube, yeah. Go on to lineofaction.com. I recommend doing like 30-minute classes. My only piece of advice, whenever you get a figure, do not try and draw it like one-to-one. For example, there's a very common figure technique to produce figures very quickly. And all it involves doing is just kind of sketching out the basic shapes. So for example, how would one sketch out a figure without having this? Very good question. Let's just do it from the top, shall we? Let's get rid of this. And so, for example, you don't want to try and draw a figure itself, you just want to try and draw the outline of what a figure could become. So, for example, a good one with arms is that you don't necessarily draw an arm, you just draw the main contours of what would become muscles. And, I'm pretty bad at it, but you can already tell, like, within 30 seconds we've already sketched out the basis of what could become a figure. Yeah. Plus, like, a bunch of anatomy mistakes, like, this should be longer, this should be shorter. But yeah, just practice using that technique. You'll find a bunch of videos on YouTube by professional sketch artists who basically teach you the technique. And I find it's a really good way to just get better at drawing. If I did all of that, it would take 100 years. True. Very, very true. But yeah, like, for example, that meme, what is it, the sploosh meme, or the blue meme, that's it. That blue meme, like, you have an idea of what proportions look like, even if you don't possess the detail, and that's fine. Proportions are ultimately what matter most when you're drawing. Everything else is just, everything else kind of builds up from what you've done previously. So, okay, he's going to be looking upwards. So if he's looking upwards, his whole posture kind of changes with that. So... and his neck muscles, ooh, his squishy little neck muscles. Heavily... it's fine to use heavily... it's fine to heavily reference your images. There is nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. It just helps, like, I avoid using references for simple stuff like this, because I feel like it develops my knowledge of anatomy. But, like, if you're struggling on a pose, absolutely use references. For example, what are we looking at? 6lol? Does that have all of his, all of the moving parts? No. No, that doesn't. No, I don't want to save changes for that, thankfully. No, I don't. I don't want to do that. Are you telling me these are only sketches? Where's the actual one that I did? Goodness gracious. Poor form. Poor form on my part. Poor form. Where would you be? It might be in trans or in fangs. Yeah, here it is. We'll just add the source. And then the turbocharged pocket watch. That's just kind of a sketch. I've got no clue what that layer is. For example, this pose right here, heavily referenced. I could not figure out how to do this for the life of me. We'll get rid of the source because you can't really see a lot of it. We'll get rid of the background too. Goodness gracious. Get rid of that. This right here, these poses, heavily referenced. Very heavily referenced. This one, thankfully, not so much, but these two, definitely. I believe, if I'm looking in sketches, I should be able to find where I took it from. Clive... yeah, here we go. Okay. It was a bit of art from a game called BioShock Infinite, of essentially just two characters falling. Where are you? We'll go up to lines, we'll get rid of colors. So yeah, that's what I basically referenced it of. Of course, like, I rotated the characters once I figured out what was going on here. Because her chest is out, his chest is out. Yeah. It's just how referencing goes, honestly. But yeah. Do not be afraid to use references. Do not ever be afraid to use references. Because I feel like it makes you a better artist. You just get to know things a lot better than what you would know them originally, if you hadn't used references. Anyway, we should stop procrastinating because it is currently 10 o'clock, and all I've done is done rough work. Granted, it's rough work that I can work off of, and produce an actual sketch, which I don't think will take that long. But it is taking longer than I would have liked. Bit of a rip. Bit of a rip, as they say in the industry. A bit of a rip. So where are his legs going? So... stride will make it to here. Oh, that's crazy. Is he basically in the same position as before? He might be. That's weird. Alright. We just have to change one tiny detail. One tiny detail. And that would be the movement of this leg going this way. Instead of that. Oh, that's actually such a cool detail to use. That's so cool. Okay. So, in a weird way, not only is this depicting him walking forward, but, like, between this frame here and this frame here, they could easily be one and the same. But, the thing that's changing... wait, is it? No! Okay, I know what it is. Okay. I felt like something was wrong. I felt like something was up, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. This leg is meant to be behind this leg. That's what I was thinking about. Okay. Okay, good to know, good to know. We'll just scoop da boop, move that, scoop da boop, whoop scoop. And yeah, got a bit of a flat ass there, but can't do much about that. Maybe change the size of the leg just a tiny bit. That kind of matches up very, very lightly, but it still matches up. Yes. Yes, and then yes. We'll go there. Walking is weird. Have you ever thought about how weird walking is? Also, we need to move him down. And make it a little bit bigger. Does that match up? No, that does not. No, that does not. This does, because he's not as slumped, his posture has moved up a little bit. But this down here, we need to, like, fix pronto. Leg versus leg. Thank goodness this is all the rough work, otherwise this would be a very scuffed sketch. Very scuffed sketch. Maybe we move his head down. Yeah, okay. A very, very scuffed sketch indeed. That's fine. That's fine. Chest is a little bit more out. Scup-da-ba, 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 scup-da-ba. Oh, this is grim. Maybe his leg needs to be more outstretched. I think that could be the issue. I think that could be the tiniest bit of an issue. Tiniest bit of an issue. Because right now, his leg is essentially, like, kind of extended. I don't know if you can see my my cursor, but that's what it should look like. That's just back a tiny bit. This is extremely scuffed. Maybe we'll move it back. That's probably what I wanted to do before, but it just didn't work out. We make his back just a little bit bigger, make his front a little bit bigger. And then move this out. And then move this just a tiny bit. Yeah. Okay, I think we're fine with that. So, in terms of dialogue, what gestures should he use? This is the second one. Should have talked her out of it. We could have made it and she'd be an actual doctor. Couldn't have known after a few years money wasn't an issue. Maybe he's just walking. We could do just walking. Also, I feel like all my characters are slouched, which is not a good habit to have. Maybe. Oh goodness, why am I applying all that pressure to something that's so frail? Yeah, these are looking a little bit stiff, but... Move this up just a tiny bit. These are all sketches that we'll work on, don't worry. Don't worry, there is still time to redeem the absolute drop in quality that we've experienced in just 2 panels. How long did it take for me to sketch in? Oh goodness, how long did it take? How is it 1:42 already? How have we spent almost 2 hours on this garbage? Oh no, that is no good. Not a fan. Not a fan. Oh dear. Oh dear, Mewzer, what have you done? Oh, what have you done? Oh, you slowed down so much. Tisk tisk. Tisk tisk. Honestly. Necks are weird. Okay, it's his head. I cracked the code, I think. It's his head. I think, yes, okay, so now he doesn't look like he's slouching as much, maybe, I don't know. I don't think he looks like he's slouching as much. Compared to and after. Slouch, now he's looking up. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's so much better. Cracking the anatomy code, one thing at a time. Okay, back to this. Oh, that's not how heads work. Oh, why am I thinking that? Ugh, yucky. Ugh, yucky, 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 yucky. Chin, head. And then we're gonna need a rotate. Oh! Oh! Wrong layer, wrong layer, wrong layer, wrong layer, wrong layer, wrong layer. Wrong layer. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. Ah. Das ist no bueno. Das ist no bueno. Ugh, das ist nicht gut. Das ist nicht gut. Oi, moi. Alright. We're gonna fix some of the Mega Mind syndrome here. There we go. Mega Mind Mindrome. Oh, you should Mega Mind Mindrome. Me 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 me. Me 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 me. Okay, so how is Prefect moved? So, okay. Foot here. We might have to move him down a little bit, actually. Where's Prefect 1? There you are, my darling. And we'll just move you down. We'll move you down just a little bit. We'll move you down. And we'll get Prefect 2 and Prefect over here. And we'll just move you down, my darling. We'll just move you down. Move you down, my darling. And then we'll get Prefect head, and we'll just be like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Scuba ba 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 boo ba ba, scuba ba 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 ba, scuba ba 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 ba. Let's see. Foot extends, pivots. Or more like foot extends, pivots. And then other leg will be there. That's roughly position of other leg. Okay, so for every walk cycle that he accomplishes, he only accomplishes a half walk cycle. And that's just purely due to, like, the movement, like the stride difference between the two. Which isn't a bad thing to do, it just makes for less interesting characters. Less interesting character stills, I suppose. If I get copyright claimed for whistling Lovey and Rose, I'm gonna be... Actually, no! No, isn't Lovey and Rose in public domain? I'm fairly sure it is. Lovey and Rose. When were you originally recorded? I have to look towards the lyrics. Edith Piaf? Something like that. 1947. What is the copyright? Or is it public domain? I'm fairly certain it isn't. Public domain time. Oh, right, so literature published from 1923 to 1977, a 95-year lifespan. They enter the public domain on January 1st after the conclusion of the 95th year. So yeah, we have to wait until 2030. 2000... Yeah, 2030, I believe. Or sorry, 2035 until we can use songs written from 1945. Weird. Weird, very weird. Very, very curious. Very, very curious. Very curious indeed. Very curious indeed. It's changed just a little bit. It's like he hasn't completed a full stride. I mean, it's close to a full stride, but it's not exactly a full stride yet. Scump and scump. And scump and scump and scump and scump and scump. Scheiße. Yeah, this is basically all the same stuff, I think. Which is unfortunate, but kind of fortunate at the same time. The only difference is, like, prefix head tilt, which is fine. That just adds a little bit of variety into what is a fairly boring scene, I think. Yeah, he does look very, very static. It doesn't befit a scene that is moving. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. But that's how the human body works. That is how the human body works. And then obviously we would have to move these two. But with a few key differences. First, his arm is towards this configuration. his leg, his foremost leg is there. That's very, very grim, but... Alrighty. I don't know, how long have we been going? 2 hours. Ugh. I don't know, I feel like I've just kind of run out of steam. Bit unfortunate. Actually, you know what? Here's the thing. There's not too many people in chat, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. We had a good time. We had some pretty good chats. But I feel like I kind of just, didn't keep up the pace that I probably should have. But, hey, what can you do? I'm probably going to finish off this sketch after I've had a brief break, so like half an hour. Do all of this in my own time, then do lettering, then, like, yeah. Then we can come back at 1 o'clock, do all the line art, do all of the coloring, do all of the shading. And it'll be good. Because there'll only be 2 characters that I'll have to do coloring for. But yeah, that's for another time. And by another time, I mean in roughly half an hour. So yeah. Yeah, it's been a fun time. Been a fun time, regardless of how Streamlabs has handled running their silly little web application. But yeah, no, it's been fun. I'll see you guys all later. Or I'll see you guy one later.